My name is Emily, and I've always been the type of person who puts others first. But as I stood in front of the mirror, I couldn't help but notice the scars on my skin, the bags under my eyes, and the unruly hair that refused to cooperate. I felt like a puzzle with missing pieces. My life was a mix of accomplishments and setbacks, happiness and sorrow. Yet, amidst the chaos, I realized I had forgotten one crucial thing: to love myself. I began to wonder when I had last done something just for myself. When had I last taken a moment to breathe, to relax, to recharge? I thought back to my childhood, when laughter came easily and self-doubt was non-existent. Somewhere along the way, I had lost that carefree spirit. I had become a people pleaser, constantly seeking validation from others. As I gazed deeper into the mirror, I saw a stranger staring back at me. Who was this person? What did she want? What made her happy? I decided it was time to get to know myself again. I started small. I took long walks in the park, watching the sunset and feeling the breeze on my face. I rediscovered my love for painting and spent hours lost in colors and creativity. I began to read books that made me laugh and cry. One day, while browsing through a bookstore, I stumbled upon a self-help book. The title caught my eye: Loving Yourself, Inside and Out. I bought it, feeling a mix of curiosity and skepticism. As I read through the pages, I realized that I wasn't alone. Many people struggled with self-doubt and low self-esteem. The book suggested keeping a journal to track my thoughts and feelings. I bought a beautiful notebook and began writing. It was hard at first, but slowly, my thoughts started flowing onto the pages. I wrote about my fears, my dreams, and my insecurities. As I wrote in my journal, I started to notice patterns. I was afraid of failure, of rejection, of not being good enough. These fears held me back from pursuing my passions and living life to the fullest. I realized that I had to face them head-on. I started small. I signed up for a cooking class, something I'd always wanted to try but was too scared to attempt. The first session was nerve-wracking, but as I mixed and baked, I felt a sense of accomplishment. I wasn't perfect, but I was trying. Next, I tackled my fear of public speaking. I joined a local Toastmasters group, where I met others who shared my fear. With each speech, I grew more confident. I learned to focus on my message rather than my nervousness. Through these experiences, I discovered that my fears weren't as daunting as I thought. I was capable of overcoming them. This realization sparked a newfound sense of courage within me. One evening, as I reflected on my progress, I wrote a powerful statement in my journal: I am enough, exactly as I am. Tears streamed down my face as I absorbed the truth in those words. Embracing "I am enough" became a daily mantra. I started practicing self-care, taking time for activities that nourished my mind, body, and soul. I took relaxing baths with lavender essential oils, practiced yoga to calm my mind and strengthen my body, read inspiring stories of strong women, cooked healthy meals that made me feel good, wrote affirmations on sticky notes and placed them around my home. As self-care became a habit, self-love began to bloom. I forgave myself for past mistakes, accepted my flaws as unique qualities, celebrated small victories, embraced my quirks and individuality, learned to receive compliments graciously. One day, while looking in the mirror, I saw a radiant person staring back. The scars, bags, and unruly hair were still there, but they no longer defined me. I saw strength, resilience, and beauty. Emily, the people pleaser, was transforming into Emily, the self-lover. As I continued on my self-love journey, I realized that my relationships needed reevaluation. I had allowed others to define my worth for too long. I started setting boundaries with family and friends. I learned to say no without guilt, making space for people who uplifted me. I distanced myself from toxic friendships, communicated openly with loved ones about my needs, prioritized quality over quantity in relationships, surrounded myself with positive influences romantically. I took a break from dating. I focused on building a strong connection with myself, recognizing that I didn't need someone else to complete me. One evening, while journaling, I wrote, "I deserve love that respects my boundaries, supports my growth, and honors my self-worth." Months passed, and I met Ryan. He was kind, genuine, and patient. Our connection grew slowly, built on mutual respect and trust. For the first time, I felt ready to share my heart with someone who loved me for who I am, self-loved and imperfect. Ryan and I blossomed together, but I refused to lose myself in the relationship. I maintained my self-care routines, prioritized my passions, and communicated openly. One evening, as we strolled through the park, Ryan turned to me and said, "Emily, I love you for who you are. Your strength, your quirks, your beautiful imperfections. You make me better." Tears of joy streamed down my face. For the first time, I felt truly seen and accepted. As we deepened our connection, I realized that self-love wasn't selfish, it was essential. By loving myself, I set healthy standards for relationships, respected my own boundaries, attracted someone who valued my worth, created space for genuine, lasting love. Ryan proposed on a sunset beach walk, and I said yes. Our wedding vows included promises to support each other's growth, honor individuality, and cherish self-love. Years later, our love continued to flourish. We built a life founded on mutual respect, trust, and the understanding that self-love is the greatest love of all. Epilogue. I still stand in front of the mirror, but now I see a strong, resilient woman, a radiant soul, imperfectly perfect. A heart filled with self-love and acceptance. Journey taught me that loving oneself is the key to unlocking true happiness. Ryan and I settled into married life, balancing individuality and unity. We built a cozy home filled with art and laughter, traveled, exploring new cultures and landscapes, supported each other's passions and dreams, nurtured meaningful friendships. As we grew together, I realized that marriage wasn't about changing each other but about growing individually and together. One evening, Ryan surprised me with a painting class. We spent hours lost in creativity, our hands touching as we mixed colors. Life's blissful pace halted abruptly when Ryan suffered a severe injury at work. Our world shook as we navigated endless doctor's appointments, painful rehabilitation sessions, financial strain, emotional turmoil. Fear and uncertainty crept in, testing our love. But we held onto each other, stronger than ever, communicated openly, sharing fears and hopes, found solace in support groups, celebrated small victories. Through this trial, I discovered inner strength and resilience. I learned to prioritize emotional well-being, seek help when needed, focus on the present, trust in our love's foundation. Ryan's recovery progressed slowly, but together, we rediscovered joy in simple moments, rebuilt our life, stronger and wiser, deepened our connection. One day, as Ryan took his first steps without crutches, I realized love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. And I choose Ryan every day. Ryan's recovery sparked a renewed sense of purpose. We started volunteering at a local rehabilitation center, sharing our experiences to inspire others. His resilience and determination motivated patients, and I was proud to support him. As we navigated this new chapter, our passion for art and creativity resurfaced. Ryan began painting again, capturing the beauty of nature on canvas. I started writing, pouring my heart into a book that would share our story of love and resilience. The writing process was cathartic, allowing me to process the ups and downs of our journey. Ryan became my rock, supporting every late-night writing session and offering valuable feedback. Months passed, and our manuscript neared completion. We received an unexpected offer, a publishing deal. Our story would inspire others, and we were overwhelmed with emotion. "This wouldn't have been possible without you," I said, tears streaming down my face. "You're my everything." Ryan's eyes shone with love. "You're my everything too, Emily. We've been through hell and back, but our love has only grown stronger." Together, we celebrated this new chapter, knowing our story could make a difference. As we sat on our porch, watching the sunset, Ryan turned to me with a curious expression. "Emily, have you ever thought about starting a family? I know it's a big step, but I feel like we're ready. We've built a strong foundation, and I want to share that with our children." My heart skipped a beat. Motherhood? I had never considered it seriously, but with Ryan, everything felt possible. "I've thought about it," I said, smiling. "But I'm scared. What if I'm not good enough? What if we're not ready?" Ryan took my hand, his touch calming my fears. "We'll figure it out together," he said. "We always do." and with that, our new beginning unfolded. Ryan's words echoed in my mind, "We'll figure it out together." I knew he was right. We had overcome adversity, we could conquer parenthood. After cautious consideration, we decided to start a family. The journey was filled with excitement and nervousness, anticipation and uncertainty, joyful expectations and fearful doubts. 9 months passed, and our little miracle arrived. Olivia Rose was born, and our world transformed. The first time I held Olivia in my arms, I felt an overwhelming rush of love. Ryan beamed beside me, tears streaming down his face. "Meet our daughter," he whispered, his voice trembling. As new parents, we navigated sleepless nights and exhausting days, diaper changes and feeding frenzy, cuddles and laughter through it all. Ryan proved to be an amazing father, patient, supportive, and loving. One evening, as we watched Olivia sleep, Ryan wrapped his arms around me. "Emily, you're an incredible mother," he said. "You light up Olivia's world, just like you lit up mine." Tears filled my eyes. "I couldn't do this without you," I replied. "We're in this together, always." As our little family grew, so did our love. Olivia brought new meaning to our lives, and we cherished every moment. But life had more surprises in store for us. As Olivia grew, our love continued to flourish. We navigated toddler tantrums and milestones, school days and friendships, teenage drama and independence. Through every phase, Ryan and I stood united, supporting each other and our daughter. One evening, as we watched Olivia graduate from high school, Ryan took my hand. "Emily, from the moment I met you, I knew you were special," he said, his eyes shining. "You're an amazing wife, mother, and partner." I smiled, feeling grateful. "You're the love of my life, Ryan. Forever and always." As Olivia embarked on her own journey, we rediscovered ours. We traveled, exploring new horizons, rekindled old passions and hobbies, cherished quiet moments together. Years passed, and our love continued to deepen. One day, Ryan surprised me with a heartfelt letter. "My dearest Emily, you're the sunshine that brightens every day. You're the calm in every storm. You're my forever home. I promise to love you, support you, and cherish you for all eternity. Yours always, Ryan." Tears streaming down my face, I knew this was our happily ever after. Epilogue. As I reflect on our journey, I realize love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. Resilience isn't just a trait, it's a practice. Life's beauty lies in its imperfections. Ryan and I chose each other through every up and down. And that's the greatest love story of all.